I spent 3,000 hours playing Fortnite and had zero idea what I was going to do with my life. Then, one school project changed everything. And I didn't even want to do it. What's up, bro? Today I will talk about how I replaced gaming with coding. This video was inspired by Big Box, Sweet and Luke Made It. I watched both of their videos and thought, wow, I really went to something very similar. So I want to share my story. I went from 3,000 hours of playing Fortnite, feeling completely lost, to landing an internship and making it onto the Croatian's national cybersecurity team. I'm also filming all of this from a 15 square meter dorm room. From 6th to 8th grade, I had really one thing going on in my life, and that was playing Fortnite. I mean, literally. I spent 3,000 hours playing that game. My dream was to go pro, but obviously, since you're seeing this, that didn't happen. But honestly, gaming felt like home. I was literally one of those kids who ran straight home after school just to play video games. I remember I was sitting in class and looking at the clock, waiting for school to end just so I can go home and play video games. Gaming was really an escape for me, so I can push the thought of school, learning, and what I wanna do in life away, so I can have some fun right now. When I got into high school, something shifted. I met new people, new influences, and my grades really dropped. Not because I didn't know things, but because I stopped learning and I was lazy. I was doing photography, making videos, playing video games, everything except studying and coding. And meanwhile in school I saw my friends and they were talking about all of this coding stuff here and there, how they did this, how they did that, and I was literally just standing right beside them listening to everything, and I had zero clue and zero knowledge of understanding what they are saying. I really felt like the stupidest person in the room, to be honest. And this pattern has been repeating year after year. I picked this major mostly because there was little to no chemistry and biology, because I really didn't like those during middle school, and partially because I heard that the pay was good in that field. During high school, nothing really changed for me. For the first 3 years, I was doing everything except studying. I was playing lots of video games, messing around, and not really taking anything serious at this point. So now you're wondering what actually has changed in high school. Well, the last 4th grade has made everything different. At the start of the 4th grade, I didn't even know what I was gonna do for the final project, which you have to do if you want to finish that major. In the first part of the 4th grade, I was in a CTF cybersecurity competition with my classmates. And of course, in that competition, I thought the least of myself. I really didn't have a little faith in me. I was literally sitting there and begging my teammates to give me some flags so I don't have 0 points on the team. We finished second in the competition because of the team, not me. I literally gave that one flag that a friend gave me, and that was it. My whole contribution to the team was minimal, and we got second because of their effort and knowledge. The prize for top 3 teams was a chance to compete at a bootcamp to qualify for the Croatian's national cybersecurity team, which is going to be at European Cybersecurity Championships of 2024. That bootcamp wasn't until the August of 2024, but first, something else more important has happened. Then came the second half of the 4th grade. And in Croatia, to finish the major, you have to create your one final project to be able to finish and get the degree. We had an option to choose our own teams for the final project, or the professors could just assign a random team to us and make it even more uninteresting to work. For the first part of 4th grade, I didn't even know what my theme for the final project will be. I was thinking about some kind of a web shop or something that's casual, normal, that's everyday life application, something that's simple to build and not complicated. And it was a really generic theme because I had no idea what I was gonna do. Then, with one of my friends, we started building a website for students to find tutors easily and share their scripts online. This project was meant to be for a high school competition in software development. I started building the majority of the web app in PHP, and I was contributing to this project every single day for a full month. Then I chose that to be my final project of the year. It wasn't smooth, there was a lot of Googling. AI has just started to make the mainstream and it wasn't so good, so you still had to do a lot of it by yourself. I didn't even know what a framework is, to be honest. And if you don't know either, don't worry, it's okay. I've been there as well. There were moments where I had literally zero idea what I was doing. I was literally stuck for hours on simple issues. But that was the first time being stuck didn't make me quit. I was really interested in how these things work and how can you make your own website and applications. Being stuck made me want to figure it out and want to find a solution to this problem. After that project, something woke up in me. I wanted a job in web development, so I sent out 5 emails to software companies around my area. Only one responded and they said they were full and that I could join their waitlist if I wanted to. And I almost really stopped there without searching further. That would have been my first year working in the field that I chose high school for. There was one more company. A friend of mine, a classmate, has worked there a year before. And at a coffee, he told me that his boss said that he's looking for someone from his class, if someone's interested, to join and to work through the summer. And I immediately, without thinking, I said, sign me up, I'll send an email to them and I want to work there. Message your boss right now and tell him I'm coming. Even though I had literally almost zero experience in building websites, the only experience I had was building this project for my high school just because I needed it to finish the high school. And that's what set everything in motion for me. That's when I realized I like doing something I never would have knew if I didn't put in the work and didn't go and made a research about what I can do and what I can build with my major. And in summer of 2024, in July, I started working my first ever internship. And up to this date, 2 years forward, I'm still at the same company. And it's not full years, but this year in July it's going to be full 2 years of me being in that company as an internship. Well, now I'm gonna refer to the bootcamp that I was talking about before. The bootcamp has been held in Zagreb for the last 2 weeks of August of 2024. When I arrived at the first day of bootcamp, they gave me one of their laptops with Kali Linux installed on because I didn't have mine. All I had was my PC back home. They told me if I qualify that we are going to have to figure out something because I don't have a laptop. And at that exact moment in my head I was thinking like, yeah, sure, if I qualify, bro, you don't even know how I got here. So that was a funny story actually. At that moment, I had literally zero belief that I could make it into the nationals team. There was literally no way possible that the worst guy on the team who begged for a flag to score some points would qualify. In addition to that, there wasn't only people from high school competing, there were people from universities as well. It was split 15 people from high school and 15 from university, and my chances were complete zero. And then happened the most unexpected thing. On the day of the competition, I finished 4th out of 30 people in that room. Me. I couldn't even believe what's happening. I literally never had thought and imagined this would have happened in my life because 7 months before that moment, I had zero idea what I will do with my life, what's gonna be my direction in life, what am I gonna do with my major. I had zero answers to all of those questions. A lot can happen and change in 7 months. So looking at you from today, from this moment, even at 2 or 3 months, you can achieve a lot if you're moving in the right direction. I secured the spot on the nationals team. Me, the guy who spent last 4 years feeling lost, not knowing what he's gonna do with his major, not knowing anything, absolutely nothing about coding and how this can be a career. I spent 4 years feeling like I was way behind everyone, as probably some of you do. The guy who spent the last 4 years feeling like he was behind. The guy who wasn't even supposed to be in that room. And right now, I'm filming all of this from a 15 square meter room in a student dormitory. In this building, we share a bathroom and showers with the whole flat. Thankfully, I'm on a smaller flat. There's still like 30 guys at the same flat sharing showers and 5 toilets, which can get pretty messy if you ask me. And I've never been more motivated in my life. I'm trying to achieve something much bigger and share the whole process with you. For years, I was waiting to feel ready, waiting to feel smart enough, waiting for life to hand me some kind of a direction. Life just keeps going whether you're ready or not. The project that has changed everything for me, it wasn't assigned to me. I was forced to do it, even though I didn't really have any motivation behind that. It was really just a grade requirement I really had to do because I wanted to finish high school. And that's where answers to my questions were hiding, in plain sight, not even being conscious. What a small thing you're thinking that it doesn't matter, that small thing can really change your perspective and direct you in a certain path for your life. The answers weren't in some perfect form at the time of motivation. They were hiding in the work itself. So if you're watching this and if you're feeling that you are far behind than your classmates, peers, or anybody else, I'm just gonna first say, don't compare yourself to others, especially to others. You should compare yourself to you and only you. I was the last guy on my cybersecurity team. I almost didn't send that last email. I spent thousands of hours playing video games instead of building some skills. And I still made it onto the nationals team. I got the internship and I'm still here pushing forward in life. Don't wait for life to happen to you. You need to happen to life. The thing that's stopping you right now isn't your ability. It's the fact that starting something feels embarrassing when you don't know what you're doing. I know it because I begged my teammate for one flag so I won't be on 0 points. Start embarrassed, start cringe, it doesn't matter. Start that project, send that email. Even if you're not ready, you're going to figure it out with the time. If any part of this hit you, drop a comment. I'll do my best to read all of those and to help you if you have any more questions. If you're figuring out your path in tech or just general in life, subscribe because I'm going to keep documenting my whole journey the real way. And if you've made it to the end, you know you're not the type to give up halfway. And there's nowhere to go but forward. See you in the next one.